Hey, friend. Welcome back. Um, this one is a tough one. Today is September 11th, 2025. And God, I don't even know. I'm not going to be able to get through this without crying. Yesterday, Charlie Kirk was assassinated. And for those of you who don't know who Charlie Kirk was, he was a courageous man of God. He was a God-fearing man who died because of his faith. He was the epitome of what a Christian should be doing here on earth. He spoke the truth in love always. His faith was and is and will forever be now his legacy, the thing that he will be remembered by. He said it in an interview, ironically. The question was, how do you want to be remembered? And his response was, if I die. Unbeknownst to him, he was going to be assassinated. But his response was, to be remembered by my faith, to have stood up for my faith. And he did. And it pains me. And I didn't even know him. And I have seen the same reaction and response from so many people around the world that they are just shooken to their core and saddened so deeply by this specific incident on this specific man. And it's no coincidence. It's nothing. It's not something that we should take lightly. The fact that so many people around the world are so devastated by this, because this man was an innocent man doing what he was called to do biblically: speak the truth in love. He was not an angry man. He did not argue. He argued respectfully, and he argued with truth and biblical backing. He was never disrespectful. It was never out of anger. He promoted peace and love and unity, and he wanted America to be what it was supposed to be. And he was fighting for that. He was fighting for peace. He was never disrespectful. He had integrity. He loved his wife. He loved his children. He was so young. And I am so angry. I made a post the other day about the shooting that happened here in Charlotte. Iryna Zarutska was brutally murdered on public transit going home from work by a criminal who should have been behind bars. And I still am so angry at the fact that one, this man was out, but mostly, what infuriates me is that no one did anything. No one got up. No one rushed to help her. No one called 911. No one went after the guy. No one did anything. And then the media tried to cover it. Didn't let it out. We just found out about it this week. And this happened weeks ago. And so my heart is heavy right now. Just weeks before that, there was a shooting at a Catholic school in Colorado. And so all these things we should, as believers, we shouldn't be shocked by. I mean, it clearly says it. It's written out that this is going to happen. So am I shocked? No, not at all. It's unfolding exactly how it was written. But I am deeply saddened. And I have a righteous anger. An anger so deep. Because we weren't made for this. I have a righteous anger. We as Christians literally need to be spreading the gospel, the truth. This Bible, this instruction is the truth. And we're called to do it in love, not in anger, not in violence, not in disrespect, but in love. I mean, it's called the good news. And, you know, I saw the videos of Iryna's murder. I saw the video of Charlie's assassination, and I wish I hadn't. It was the most evil thing. Not that it was horrific and gory. It wasn't actually. It wasn't gory at all. But the evil, the weight, the heaviness of that evil, our souls were not meant to bear. So seeing it and reading about it and living in it, our souls were not made for this. We were created for Eden. We were created for heaven. We were created to live in unity and togetherness and love. We weren't made for this. So I want to encourage you. I want to encourage you. I want to encourage you, believer, to stand, to stand firm, to stand up for the truth in love. In love. I can't stress that enough. We are called to be the salt and the light, and those two things change the atmosphere. Salt preserves, salt flavors, light casts out darkness, light brings warmth, light shines on truth, light reveals what is hidden. Those two things, salt and light, they go together. We are called to be the salt and the light of the earth. We are supposed to be loving and kind and tell the truth. You cannot have one without the other. And I just want to encourage you, unfortunately, like I said, it says it in the word that we are going to face this. We're going to face this evil that, that hard things are going to happen to us. If we're a Christ follower, if we believe in God, if we follow Jesus, hard things are going to happen. Our life is not going to be easy. But we know where we're going. And I'm so thankful that Charlie did what he did and he lived how he lived. I'm so thankful for that. I'm thankful for his example, his courage, his bravery, his wisdom. And I'm so happy for him because he's in the arms of Jesus, and I know he's in heaven and he's perfect and happy and at peace. And I just want to embolden you Christian who's hearing this, to stand on your faith, to stand up for Jesus, to stand in love and in truth, not to back down. I know some of this is so scary, and you think you might want to shrink back. But don't shrink back. That is not what we're supposed to do right now. We're supposed to stand up. And I wish so badly that everyone would stop politicizing this. This isn't about right or left, Democrat, Republican, race. This isn't about skin color. This is about good and evil. This is evil. This man was assassinated. And if the news of this, of Charlie Kirk, of Iryna Zarutska, of the shooting in Colorado, if that doesn't break your heart, if that doesn't sadden you, I don't know what will. And I might be bold enough to say that you are part of the problem. Because all of these events that have happened are evil. And we are at war. This is a spiritual war between good and evil that is happening. And so we are not supposed to shrink back. Us as believers, we are supposed to stand up, stand firm, spread the news, spread the gospel, love people. We cannot back down. We need to fight for the children, for the widows, for the unseen. We need to spread truth in love. And as bad as I want to see justice, and I know justice will come, but I want to caution you to be careful in your anger and not to sin in your anger, but have that righteous anger. It says in Psalm 37, verse 8, refrain from your anger and turn from wrath. Do not fret, because it only leads to evil. For evil men will be cut off, but those who hope in the Lord will inherit the land. And I just want to remind you that God is a just God. Psalms 94 verse 23 says, He will repay them for their sins and destroy them for their wickedness. The Lord our God will destroy them. There will come a time when Jesus comes back and every knee will bow and everyone will realize. But until then, until that day, I want to encourage you to shield your eyes, guard your hearts, shield your ears from the evil. Don't be consumed with all the news and the negativity, and definitely don't watch these things. We have with our phones, we have access to everything, an abundance amount of this. We were not created to bear the weight of this. We weren't supposed to see this evil. We weren't supposed to bear witness to it. We weren't supposed to consume it. And so I just want to caution you and to encourage you to take a break from social media, take a break from the news, whatever it is, but to be mindful of it and ask God to shield you from the evil so that you don't see this and you don't consume it. I want to encourage you to lean into the word, to pick up a Bible. If you've never read the Bible before, start in the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Start there, read of his miracles, read of the good news. And if you're sad and if you can't process this, I want you to go to God and ask him to help you process this, help you process what is going on, to comfort you. He comforts those who are mourning. Read the Psalms. Hear the lamentations. It is okay to lament. this and be in this and feel it, but don't stay there. I just want to encourage you to feel the sadness and move. Move. Spread the good news. Spend time with Jesus. Read the word. Ask him what it is that you need to learn, what you need to read, how you need to meditate on it. Stay in community and please love one another. Love one another. Don't accept people's sins. There was one video that I saw with Charlie, and a girl had asked him, "Why don't you respect the trans community?" And he very clearly and lovingly said, it's not about not respecting, because everyone is a child of God and made in God's image. But for someone to say that they're a woman and they were created a man, or if they were, saying that they're a man and they were created as a woman, for you to agree to that, you're affirming them. And that's a lie. And I'm not going to lie. And I mean, he didn't argue with her. That's the thing. And he wasn't angry about it. He just lovingly said, I know the truth and I speak the truth, and I'm not going to go along with a lie. And that is a lie. I love these people, and I pray that one day that they will come to know Jesus. And, I I can't remember everything he said. And I am not quoting him by all means, but the general gist of it was, by agreeing with it, you are affirming their lie, and he's not going to do that. So I don't know why I just went off on a tangent on that one. Oh, but speaking the truth in love, just loving people. You don't have to agree with their sin. You don't have to. You can lovingly point it out and tell them that you love them, and this is what the word says, and this is the truth, and I stand on the truth. And it's okay to disagree. But the violence is evil. The violence is evil. There's no way around it. It's evil. Anyways, friend, love. Be the salt. Be the light. Believer, Christian, my brother or sister in Christ. This is not a time to back down. This is a time to stand up. This is a time to stand firm, to stand in your faith, to walk in boldness and in the truth of who God is and what he came to do. And we need to spread the news. We need to spread love. We need to spread light. We need to spread the truth, because the only way that darkness flees is with light. And we are supposed to be the light.